Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today. This is the Peugeot Quartz Concept. This will be making its official debut at the Paris Motor Show just a handful of days. Now, I don't know too much about this particular machine other than Peugeot has said that this vehicle has a 1.6 liter turbocharged four-cylinder, which is apparently wound pretty tight, as it's going to be making 500 brake horsepower. Yes, you heard me right. Now, this being said, it is a concept, so you can take a lot of these with a grain of salt. When it comes to these particular claims, this vehicle more than likely is just going to be a shell. But I tell you what, it's very, very attractive looking. Now, again, it's a concept, so a lot of these parts and pieces may not actually come out on public roads, but a little bit of sections of this vehicle, maybe the lighting section, maybe the grille section, maybe somewhat of the belt line. A lot of these things could end up in Peugeot vehicles very, very soon. But I cannot wait to get to see some better pictures of this thing once it hits the Paris Motor Show floor. And then we'll see a lot more good stuff soon coming out of this machine. Next up on the list, this is the brand new Civic that will be debuting at the Paris Motor Show as well. Now, this vehicle comes in 3 variants. The Civic, I know, I'm surprised about that first variant as well. It also comes in the Civic Touring and this vehicle, which is the Civic Sport. Now, if you like the way this thing looks and you live here in the United States, bad news, because it's not coming stateside, at least the Sport model is concerned. Now, all 3 variants of this particular machine will come with either a 1.6 liter diesel engine, putting out 118 brake horsepower, or there is a 1.8 liter gasoline petrol engine that puts out 139 brake horsepower. Very attractive machine, new front fascia, new rear fascia. It's got a little bit of changes to the interior as well, along with a brand new infotainment setup inside of the vehicle. So, very attractive automobile. Hopefully we'll be hearing a whole lot more when this debuts at Paris in just a handful of days. And last up on the list, in a weird situation, the Lotus Evora apparently is going to be no more, at least in the U.S. market. There is a situation here in the U.S. market where the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has set guidelines for how many airbags that every brand new vehicle sold in the U.S. market has to have. Apparently, the Lotus Evora comes up a little bit short in the airbag count, which means that it will be no more. Now, they've been living on borrowed time for the past several months, in fact 12 to be exact, as they got a 12-month exemption because they only sell a handful of vehicles in the U.S. market. But apparently, that has now gone lapse, which means that they can no longer import any more vehicles into the U.S. market. So if you know where a dealership is and you have been hankering for an Evora, you better get down there fast to try to gobble up whatever's left in dealer stock, because there won't be any more coming, at least not till the next generation of Evora comes out, maybe where they'll fix this problem or remedy this problem to actually make it more available here in the U.S. market. But weird situation. Never heard of this thing like this before, but have heard a lot about those exemptions. Those are pretty big, especially when it comes to some of the high-end stuff that only sells a handful of models a year. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.